Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and as usual I've got some stuff to show you. Pretty Mattel heavy for this episode. It's some Greenlight, and well, I guess we'll start actually. I got this oddball thing actually in the mail today from eBay. The packaging is dusty and smashed and should be interesting, though. I've never had one of these. This is a Majorette Deluxe collection. Very curious on these. They're about 1/60th scale, it looks like, so a little bit bigger than 1/64. There's some cool models to be had in this series. There's this Porsche 911 Turbo, and then there's also, well, we'll look at these in more detail in the back, but you can see there's Ferraris there and all that stuff, but you'll be able to read it once we, get into the next segment of the video. So this is the only thing, like, old that I've got for today, so we will look at that. I'm excited to see that. I wasn't going to include it in this episode, but I got it today. I'm like, I really want to open this and find out what this is all about. It looks like these actually, I don't know, are these plastic? No, it seems to be, I don't know. We're going to find out. So, all right. You may or may not have watched, I did an unboxing video a day or two ago on the Greenlight Estate Wagons series, and there were some pretty interesting cars pulled from that case, being that they were, let's just say, the quality control was poor, as I put in the thumbnail of the video. No, that was not just to get attention. It is factual. However, I did pick up two cars from that set, from the Estate Wagon set, and I got these from my good buddies SC Diecast. Check them out on Facebook. That's probably the best place to get stuff from them. But I did pick up two from the series, and I wasn't sure when I did the unboxing video. I couldn't remember which two I got, but I did get both of the Plymouth Satellites. So I got this one in blue up here, and then I got this one in black. My version, of course, I got to see these in person before ordering them. Or not ordering them, but before picking them up and deciding to get them. So I obviously checked them over, right, beforehand. So these ones look good. We're going to go ahead and take a look at those. I also picked up a couple of cars, and I dropped one on the floor here. Hang on. So I picked up the 79 Ford Mustang from the Hobby Shop Series 12. I picked this one up. I did an unboxing video on this set as well, and that was actually before I saw these available with SC Diecast. I picked up this Mustang. Yeah, the white circles around the wheels, the white lines, walls, whatever. They're not that great on this one either. It seems like Greenlight never gets this right, but I wanted to get an example of this one. I thought it would be cool. Anyway, this thing looks sick. This 1980 Chevy El Camino Super Sport with spare tires. That's pretty awesome. So I showed that in an unboxing video, and then I picked up one of these for myself. Another unboxing video I do have coming is this Vintage Ad series is coming up. And again, I got these from SC Diecast as well, but I picked up two models from that set. The Willys Jeep and another Jeep, the Jeep Cherokee. So we'll open up all this in the next segment. One more car I picked up from them is this from Drive, the 1973 Chevy Malibu. Snagged on one of these. I've been meaning to pick these up, and these have showed up in Walmart. I've seen some real poor quality control on some of these at Walmart, so I've not really found a good one, but I did find a good one at my pals SC Diecast. So we got those. We actually do have a lot to look at now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, we're going to open up those Greenlight. We're going to check those out. And then we got Mattel stuff, starting with just a couple of Matchbox. This is the latest, I believe, the latest case from Matchbox. I got the Corvette C8, the Lexus LS 400, which I'm stoked about that one, actually, and the Porsche 918 Spyder are three cars from that assortment that I picked up. Very, very cool to get the Vet in another color. I do like how they did that casting. I think it looks good. The Lexus and this Porsche is a good one too. So very neat. Very nice. Matchbox kills it in the $1 range. You guys know my feelings on that. So very, very cool. And then we've got, my buddy Todd found these for me, basically. These are the newest, I believe the newest, Hot Wheels Premium 2-packs, Car Culture 2-packs. So we got the Nismo Skylines. That's the popular one. Very cool. We've got the Superbird, basically the 76 2-pack. So we got Plymouth Superbird and the 70 Roadrunner. Right? I think the Superbird, was that the one that was in the original Car Culture set? I don't know. I forget all this stuff now. It doesn't really matter. And then we got the Mustangs. These were in a recent set, or one of them was. That one was, right? So this Mustang set is pretty cool too. Spec 5, RTR Spec 5. All right, so we got those 2-packs. Pretty nice stuff. And then we got F-Case, 2022 F-Case Basic Hot Wheels. The first surprise about this case was that, well, first of all, I found it in the store. I mean, that was a surprise. Second is I actually picked up 2 fantasy castings from that release. I picked up the Glory Chaser and the Land Lowrider. I just thought these were pretty cool. So we'll open them and take a peek. And then there was a lot. Actually, that case is kind of chock full of some good stuff. You got the Honda City Turbo 2 in blue. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's... And I can't tell you. These might have been in E cases, some of them. This was an F case that I found, though. The Porsche 935 in black. That thing looks awesome in black and gold. The Nissan Proto Z. Very neat. The Volkswagen Beetle in green. The Honda S2000, another reuse rides. Toyota E86 Sprinter Torino in white. The 71 Dodge Charger. Looking cool. We got, see, it's just a lot of stuff. A lot of cool stuff. You got a Greenwood Corvette in green. This Mazda MX5 Miata, which is some sort of, I don't know who that is. Sorry, I don't know what that thing is. I don't know what that means. I don't know any of it. All right, and then Mazda Repo. The next color of the 87 Ford Sierra Cosworth, this time in like Hot Wheels, livery instead of like that Texaco looking one. Definitely not as cool as the first release, but still cool nonetheless. McLaren F1 in black. 2019 Mercedes-Benz A-Class in yellow. And I have no idea what the super is for this thing. I think is it the Vet? Is it the Corvette? Might be. But yeah, so we got the 2020 Corvette. Oh, this is going to be kind of cool. We get to kind of compare this casting to the Matchbox one in this episode. So that's a bonus too. All right. So that's all we got. That's all we got to look at. So nothing real premium today, besides we got some Greenlight, which, hopefully as we open these, we don't discover any nasty quality control issues. And I don't mean the rag on Greenlight bad. I guess I should just say that and leave it at that. It is what it is. If there's something that looks ugly in a video or I think is not right with a casting, I'm going to mention it. I'm not just going to gloss over it because you guys see it. I see it. And I don't really care if I hurt Greenlight's feelings, to be honest. It's not like they don't provide anything to the channel. Not that they have to. I'm just saying. Whatever. I love Greenlight. I love the stuff they do. It's just I wish that, buying a car, especially online for a hobby dealer, and I feel bad for the hobby dealers that they get the subpar product, and I'm sure they get complaints about it. I feel like you shouldn't have to feel like it's a gamble ordering a car online and then getting it and seeing that there's something totally messed up once you get it out of the package and stuff. It's just, I get it. There's going to be a certain percentage of weirdness, stuff that you just can't control in manufacturing process. I get it. Not everything is going to be 100% perfect all the time, but I think the rate shouldn't be like, it should be noticeable where, man, I've seen a lot of messed up Greenlight, If I'm saying that, if a lot of people are saying that, probably is a problem. Right? All right. me get off my soapbox here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to look at this stuff. That's what we're going to do. All right? Stay tuned. All right, let's start by taking a look at this Majorette Deluxe piece. Let's discover it here together. I'm trying to look for a date on it. All the language down here is not in English. Made and printed in France. I don't know if these, these must have. Did they show up in the U.S. at U.S. stores? It's got a Toys R Us tag on it. I would like to be able to find at least some sort of copyright. Oh, it does have die-cast metal chassis. What is this? Body made of FX700, material of advanced technology, permitting, highly detailed finishing. Rubber tires with authentic wheels, multiple moving parts. Series 1000, 160 scale. I think this is pretty short-lived, is my guess. I'd almost do... I would get the whole set of these. And it appears... The 2 check marks, I'm guessing, is because they're available in 2 different colors. Because I know this Testarossa is available in white. I've seen that on eBay. Not sure what other color you got for the Countach. I think it actually might be red. But yeah, I would go for, I guess, any of these from what I'm looking at. I guess it depends on how this turns out when we pull it out of the package, huh? So there's nothing on here that indicates a date, but if there's a copyright date on the bottom, at least I don't see anything. I'm looking again just to double check. So we got like a barcode over a barcode here. Interesting. I just don't know. FX700. Material of advanced technology. What's in here? Oh, look at this. Hey, we got a little catalog. Well, this really gets into the details here. And proud to present this new deluxe collection. All the models are produced in a scale of 1/60th and benefit from a faultless quality of manufacture and accuracy of reproduction. So it does show the model. This is kind of a cool thing that this was in here. I don't know how much these, well, the price tag on here is $5.99 for Toys R Us. I don't know what year. Judging by the year of the vehicles that they're doing, it's probably sometime around, oh, there you go, 1990. Printed in France, 1990. And that's about right. That's about what I would guess. All right. So it comes with this weird bubble thing. This is obviously, at one time, was probably shiny. Almost, the car rocks back and forth, but I think that's because the screw's not in quite tight. This was probably opened in the past. Interesting circular base with a kind of a mirrored finish. But of course, let's shut the doors, and they do shut. Is this a resin car? Like, what is this? It's not, it doesn't feel like metal. It's not metal, and it doesn't really feel like plastic either. So it does have a metal base. That is clear by the weight and everything. Yeah, this is like a, I don't know. It's hard to tell what this is. This is some sort of advanced technology. I'm not sure. I wonder if it was expensive to use because I don't think anybody else has used it. It doesn't. I don't know if it's like resin or what the heck it is. It feels weird. It's definitely like a plastic though, because you can kind of push down on it with your fingers. But looking at this car, it looks pretty good. Okay, so it's a little bit larger than 1/64 scale, being that it's, 1/60th. But, for those of you that collect Hot Wheels, that shouldn't bother you too much because Hot Wheels isn't really playing the true accurate scale game. So this is probably, though, accurate to 1/60th. On this particular model, we do get opening doors. It appears to be that is the only feature. We do not get an opening engine compartment. Left-hand drive, interestingly. We got like chrome on the side mirrors. The doors shut good. The panel gaps look good. We got inserted details for the headlights. Looking good. We get inserted details for the tail. Looking good as well. And I don't know. It rolls. Overall, I think this is a pretty cool model. Now, the door doesn't really want to stay shut. It flops open. But that's okay. It's going to be on display. I kind of took a gamble with this one because I didn't know how the quality would be inside of that nasty packaging. But this was cheap enough on eBay that I decided to give it a shot. So, will I go after the others? Probably. I probably will. Just to kind of have a collection of these castings. I think they're kind of cool. It's kind of an interesting thing. So, and I really don't think they put out too many of them. It was just basically the ones that were on the back of that thing, and I think that was it. You guys will correct me if I'm wrong. But cool majorette piece, right? Pretty neat. All right, we definitely got to move on. We spent 6 minutes on the one car. All right, so 1970 Plymouth Satellite. We'll go through this stuff kind of quick. The color of this is just very striking. Might as well get out both of these. We've got this one from the State Wagon Series 7 and then another one from the State Wagon Series 7. They put two satellites in there. I believe both of the, well, one's a 68, one's a 70. This is a 70 that you're looking at here, and then the 68 is right here. Oh, yeah, look at that. Uh-oh. Something's wrong back there. Oh, man. Is this just a wheel on crooked? Hopefully that's rectifiable very fast. That's a little better. Serial number on the bottom of this is 1286. Front end in crooked. I'm really looking at these as like a fine-tooth like comb here, or combing through them, because after that case, I'm just like, wow. So you can see the different front cores here for the tooling. These both have a tailgate that drops down. And both have a hitch, trailer hitch. That's kind of cool. These wheels look great on this wagon. Overall, I think this one looks better than this one. But they both look nice. I don't think I had a decent example of this casting, so I decided to pick both of these up. Not bad. Not bad. Let's do this one. The 73 Chevy Chevelle Malibu. From Greenlight Hollywood Series 33. The movie Drive, which I have seen, actually. And here is this guy here. It's something looks off about the proportion of this car, and it's something to do with the greenhouse here, or whatever you call it, this top portion of the car. I'm so terrible with car terminology. We got some exhaust pipe elators back here, and they're on, but they're not on straight. Cool car though. It's primer gray, and the hood I think opens on this one. Maybe not. There it is. So we got an opening hood feature. That's cool. It's something about the tire. I don't know. The tires look big. Like the stance is off. It's something about this casting just looks weird. The 160, like it's not. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. What am I trying to say? Just, I don't know. Something about the proportions on that one looks a little weird. All right. Next is, but I need an example of the casting, and I still collect Greenlight by tooling. So, same thing with this thing, the 45 Willys MBJ. You know, I needed an example of this tooling, and I thought this was a good one to get. I would have got it just like this in this khaki color, or in just a green would have been cool too, but khaki will do. And this is the kind of stuff, I mean, I like when Greenlight does stuff like this. They do a good job sometimes with some of their castings, like this one in particular, where it's got a bunch of detail in it. And it looks good. Quality looks good on this one. The steering wheel, I don't know, it looks like it would really be up in your teeth, but the window does not fold down, just in case anybody was going to ask. You got these tires are probably fairly scale accurate. They look like pizza cutters on this thing. Maybe a little thin. I don't know. I'm not going to measure and try to figure out if they're actually 1/64 scale or not. The thing does look pretty cool. So, decent job on this one, Greenlight. Kind of neat. I don't know what that... There's some weird, like, goop or something in there, but I'm not too concerned about that. But, yeah, it looks pretty good. All right. We're going to follow that up with another one for the Vintage Ad Cars series, and another Jeep, that 84 Jeep Cherokee in red. Thought that this one looked good, so I snagged it. And this one appears to be in good shape. It appears as such. This one looks really good. Good job on this one. So I think they got these plastic things in the bottom of this Jeep because it's a way to change different like wheel ride heights with these plastic axle holders here on the bottom with the metal base. This is a solid little unit. Yeah, nice basic Jeep. I think it looks really good. So I'm digging this one. Definitely digging this one. Did a great job on this tooling. I think it looks good, and I think, you know, scale-wise, I think it's proportionate, correct, and it just looks good. All right, moving on. Two more Greenlight yet before we get into the Hot Wheels content. 1979 Ford Mustang Coupe Ghia with woman in dress. The coupe from Hobby Shop series. What is it, 12? Yeah. So here's the woman in the dress. We've seen her many, many times in these Greenlight Hobby Shop series and other whatever, maybe diorama series from Greenlight. Various different dress colors, but the same molding. And then here's our Mustang. So, yeah, I mean, right off the bat, it's like these white lines around the tires. They're bad. They just are. I don't know. I probably would be better off if I can get this tire off without breaking. See, the other thing about Greenlight tires is they're like a hard, almost plastic more than they are rubber. I'm probably going to break this thing. But I might end up just flipping the tires around is what I'm trying to say. Because I think it'll look better. Let's do it with one of them. Let's see if I can get that tire on there. There we go. Yeah, I mean, that'll look better. You won't see that ugliness. You can always flip them back if you want to, but why would you? Hood opens on this one. It's a cool casting. Insert details for the taillights. They have different front pieces to make up different years, I believe, of this Mustang. And, I mean, they did a fair job with the tooling. It's just these wheels. I mean, the rims are fine. It's just the tires. The white line not being able to actually print a circle onto it. Having some manufacturing difficulties there, and then turning a blind eye to it and not fixing it. So, there's that. This one's awesome. 1980 Chevy El Camino Super Sport with spare tires. Too bad they don't have spare tires with white lines that are nice and they're the same size that I could replace on the Mustang. We're going to leave these in here. I'll save them. Someday if I ever start customizing again. I've got all the ones that have come with these that I've ever bought. I've never used any of them. I've just saved them. I've never put them on this car. The rims that are on this car, I think, look a lot better than these ones. This looks awesome. I think they did a great job. So they got the wheels are color matched to that bottom blue bit there. No inserted details or anything like that. No opening parts, and that's fine. That doesn't matter. This thing just looks good. And I quite like it a lot, actually. This is a really nice Greenlight, I must say. I can't recommend this one enough. This is probably my favorite of the ones that we've opened today for Greenlight. It's just a really cool look. I think they did a good job with the casting. I don't see any issues quality-wise with this particular example. So that's good. And I think overall, this thing looks sweet. So yeah, I'm digging that. It's a good looking El Camino. So we'll save those wheels. We'll save the woman in the dress. And then we'll move on. All right, so I think we should do Matchbox. Let's do Matchbox. And then we got a lot of mainline Hot Wheels. We still got quite a bit to go here. All right, Porsche 918 Spider. Oh, I haven't had one do that to me in a while. Love the color combo on this with like the gold and like the dark silver. I think that looks fantastic. So this is a copyright date 2021. So it is. I guess it is a new tooling, huh? It looks good. I can't remember if this has come out in another color before or not. I'm leaning towards not because of that copyright date. I don't remember seeing it. That's a good looking car. Again, Matchbox just kills it with the $1 models. We get details on the tail, details in the front. Nice basic colors, nothing too wild graphic-wise, and that's my style. The 2020 Corvette C8, this time in black. They first released this in blue. This is the second release of this tooling, I believe. And I think they did a good job of it. It looks pretty good. C8 Vet. Just for $1 models, I just think Matchbox can't be beat. And then they do stuff like this 1994 Lexus LS 400. This is really cool. I think it's just fantastic that they did this car. Just kind of a boring looking car maybe for a lot of people. But just, I don't know, just very, very cool. It's so classic, like 90s luxury Lexus. Super cool, man. It's just like I don't know. It's really neat that they did this. And this is it's done well too. So it's got like the plastic part that's the interior that makes up the bottom part of the body so that they can make it that bicolored, situation like the real car. The color on this and the paint on this is fantastic. It's that pearl, whitish, goldish. I don't know. They nailed it with that. It looks really good. Fantastic model. Taillights look good. Headlights, the front grille looks good. Little Lexus logo. It's like legible. It's very awesome. This is super cool. I really like that they did this car. That's really neat. That's a really neat model. So definitely digging that. And then we got Hot Wheels. And we're going to roll with the 2-packs first, and then we'll go to the mainline cars. And as usual, when we get to the mainline cars, I'm probably just going to burn through those. I usually do. Sorry I don't spend a lot of time on the mainline stuff. It's just, there's a lot of cool stuff. It's just, it's mainline stuff. Hopefully you guys are able to find some. I know Hot Wheels are pretty slim pickings in the stores these days, but they're starting to show back up. So we got the Skylines. These are nice. Nice quality on these. Graphics look good. Of course, these are metal body, metal base, full deco, like everything else in car culture. So, they both have a black metal base. So, which one do you like better? The R34 or the R32? For some reason, I'm partial to the R32. I like the way the car looks. I don't know, the roundiness of it. I mean, this thing looks more mean, like a sports car, than this does, but I don't know. So I like the shape of the R32. I don't know. I like them both. Whatever. They're both cool. All right. Next is the Mustangs. So, RTR Vehicles. Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5s. 2 of them. And some wild liveries. Man. What do you guys think about the 2-packs? You like the 2-packs? I don't know. Kind of on the fence about them. Fun haver. So this is the one that I think was in a car culture release, right? With this basic same like wrap on it. It looks alright. This one looks better though. I love the white rims. That looks fantastic on this one. This is a really cool looking Hot Wheels. The graphics are that style where they look pixelated and stuff like that, but I mean, I guess I gotta stop complaining about it because it's not like it's gonna ever change. And you know, maybe it will or whatever, but for these full deco cars, they're just not gonna do that different process. Like this, I'm looking at this one, and it almost looks like these were tampoed and not that graphic process on the Skylines. I could be way off and totally wrong, but whatever. Here you go. It's kind of like the wrap that they do when they print these cars. Leaves a little bit to be desired on the sharpness aspect. But this thing does look cool. It looks cool with white rims. I think that looks awesome. They both look pretty good. So, digging them both. All right. Next is the 76 Mopars, 70 Plymouth Superbird, and the 70 Roadrunner. It's a cool pack. So, you got something for the Nissan fanboys, the JDM boys. You got something for the Mustang people, because those people are crazy too. And then you got something for the Mopar folks. No General Motors in this lineup. That's okay. But we do got some of these Plymouths. And what else can you really say? I mean, it's 76 livery. It does look good. The Superbird is a very, I guess, sort of popular casting for Hot Wheels. It's a little bit exaggerated with that huge back wheel. But I think overall, it looks pretty good. And there's some cool versions of this that I have that I like in my collection, including the Super Treasure Hunt of that. And then we got this guy. I don't think this has been released too many times. It's been out for a while, right? What copyright date? 2016 for the casting. So that gives us an idea how long the tooling's been around. I can't really offhand think of any other releases of this. Obviously, it's been released before. I can't really think offhand if I have any of them. At least I'm drawing a blank now. But these look all right. Not too bad. Probably the weakest pair in the set. I mean, obviously, this is going to be the most popular. I do actually really like these, though. I didn't think I would. And sometimes when you don't think you would like something, you end up liking it more because you had low expectations, maybe. I don't know, but I do like these. All right, mainline stuff. Let's just throw some cars out here. Let's see here. Let's start with these 3, 4. Gotta get the other ones close to me. let's do some of these. All right, so the Mazda MX5 Miata. You guys have all seen this tooling already. Not much to look at here. Rotiform. It's pretty wild. It's got mixed match wheels and mismatched wheels or whatever, and got that wild kind of livery on it, almost like a spy, like one of those like where they do like test cars with the crazy graphics on the side. So it's almost what it looks like. It's not, but it's like a digital camo maybe. I don't know. It's cool. Sticking with Mazda, the Repo Green. You guys have also seen this casting likely already. It's been out for a little while. It's maybe like the 4th color it's been in or something like that. I don't know. Don't remember. Doesn't really matter, but point being it's been out. Looks pretty good. You got details on the front for this one. Actually, details on the front, details on the back, and details on the side. This one like gets an extra tampo surface, which is like this on the front grille. That's actually part of the base of the car, I believe. So that's cool. And you know what I realized? There's a lot of tampos on this one too. Side top. All right. Well, the Torino. Cool casting. I believe this is a recolor already for the year. I think it came out like a white first, right? Or something like that. I don't remember. Spinner Torino Red. Not much to look at here. This has got kind of like a bronzish, brassish looking copper. That's what I'm looking for. Copper colored wheels. You get details on the back, and then this like side graphic thing. It's a cool casting. I like it. And then we get the McLaren F1, just a plain black. Looking pretty good. So this is, I believe, the 2nd color we've seen of this casting. The first one I think we saw was in silver last year. You got some headlight graphic and some taillight graphic, which is all you need with this one. And that looks pretty stellar. Let's see here. Let's go with, we got a Beetle. Your classic Larry Wood design Volkswagen Beetle casting. I collect this casting, so I'm always kind of happy when I see it. So we've also got it, I think, in blue this year as well, which I also did pick up at the same time as I picked up this one. I just didn't pull it out because I was kind of focused on the F case for this episode. The other one I think is an older case, like C or something like that. And you can really see that casting line in the front there. Never really noticed that much on any of the other ones I've had, but there it is, prominent. This is a plastic base, metal body, retro slot wheels. Color looks nice. Your basic Beetle. Then, of course, the yellow Honda S2000 Ryu's rides. Of course, Ryu owned one of these. I think that was the big deal with it. Designed this casting. And it does look pretty decent. There it is. Very cool Honda S2000. Looks pretty awesome. So, just in your basic yellow. Details in the back. Details in the front. Little detail on the side there. Very, very neat. Very cool indeed. All right, and then the Greenwood Corvette in green. This thing's been around for a while. No need to really go in detail here. It's a neat casting. Something weird was on the top of that. Now it's on my fingers. Yeah, I mean, not much to say about that. Lots of graphics on this too. Side, top. Looking good. What do we got next? Mercedes A-Class. Is this the Super for this case? Is this one that's a Super, or is it a Honda Civic in yellow that's Super? I don't know. Someone's going to tell me. I just don't know anymore. but here you go. In yellow with a black stripe. I'm not a big Mercedes guy, but they do have some cool looking cars. This one, again, detail in the front, detail in the back, so you got it exactly where you want it. This is a pretty slick looking Hot Wheels, though. Let's see here. Let's do this one. The Honda City Turbo. Cute little car. I debated on even getting this one, to be honest. I've already got examples of it, and do I really need another one? I don't know. But looks pretty good in this color. Turbo 2. Turbski. Let's see here. Let's do the Dodge Charger. I just thought this looked cool. It says Dodge Charger on the side. Hot Wheels is our cars. That's why I picked it up. It's got orange windows. It's a little wild, but I don't know. I thought it kind of looked neat. Mismatch wheels. I guess that's all I got to say about that one. And then the Ford Sierra Cosworth. This thing looks alright, except for I hate this orange base on this, but I get it. It's, orange track. It's Hot Wheels. Yada yada. It's orange and blue and red. Reddish orange. I don't know. The red and the I think it's the red. Like, that's red-ish, right? Or is that orange? By the way, if there's colors that I have trouble discerning, it's not your typical color blindness. It's the red and orange. I can't, if it's a reddish orange, I don't know. That's red, right? That's red. That's orange. Or is this orange too? I don't know. My eyes have a tough time with that. For whatever reason. Looks much better in the old black and red one. I'll tell you that. But it's not bad. Not bad. I like that they did the casting anyway. All right. Here we go. We got some cool stuff now. So we got this. The Nissan Z Proto. It's the prototype of the new Nissan Z. It's cool that they did this car. And that is pretty awesome. Just real basic, and that's all you need. You got the detailed headlights. You got the detailed taillights. I think it's cool that they did it. So, the Z Proto. Does that mean it's the prototype? I don't know what that means. Reading the back. The Z Proto is a worthy tribute to Nissan's previous generations. Or are they just calling it the Z Proto? Somebody will correct me in the comments. You guys are great about that, by the way. I always get lots of great information in those comments. Fantastic. Some of the snarky stuff is fun, too. All right, so Porsche 935 in black and gold. This looks fantastic. It's new casting for 2022. The blacked out wheels. This thing just looks mean and so much cooler than the red and yellow one. Yeah, I like this a lot. If I find more of these, I'll probably pick up just a couple of duplicates, just because I'll not be able to leave them on the shelf because this looks so cool. Yeah, I'm really digging that one. That's a candidate of mainline of the year for me. I think it just looks so awesome. All right. Next is the Corvette C8, 2020 Corvette. Why am I thinking... This doesn't say that it's new for 2021, but why am I struggling to remember the regular C8 being released from Hot Wheels? Copyright date 2019. So they did put... I'm so confused. Everybody put out the C8 at once, and I think that's why I'm being such a dum-dum about it, but I have to side with, I think, Matchbox on this one. So Matchbox used the same size wheels. And Hot Wheels did the offset wheels. And I think the real car... Does the real car have offset size wheels? I'm trying to look at my Mini GT from afar here to determine that factor. If they are different sizes, they're slightly different. I think they are. So this one's like over exaggerated, this one's under exaggerated. So neither is perfect, I would say. And I think they both look pretty good though. Something about the flatter look of this one and the stance of this one I think I like a little bit better than this one. But you guys let me know in the comments. And why am I forgetting? When did they release the C8? So the copyright date's 2019, and it doesn't say new for 2022. Why can't I think of another release of this car? Somebody help me out with that one. All right, and then I picked up 2 fantasy castings. We're going to end it on that. I picked up the Lane Lowrider because I thought it was cool. Hot Wheels Experimenter Series. Can you feel the powerful tremble of the hot rod engine in this lowrider with a high nose and tilted stance? This one's sure to draw attention. And it got my attention, to be honest. I just thought it was a cool looking car, and at first I thought it might have been licensed, then I looked at the name and saw that it wasn't, and I was like, well, you know, guess what? I'm going to still pick it up. It's kind of a lowrider, well, either a lowrider with a suspension up or it's like a lowrider gasser style thing. I don't know why. I just couldn't leave her behind, so I went ahead and I picked this up. Oh, and I guess that's right. This thing, the engine moves. And it does that. Now, they've done this kind of stuff before. With a little thing in the wheel, hits something, and it knocks, actually in both wheels, the engine vibrates. That's pretty awesome. Whatever. That's a fun little feature. I had to pick this thing up. I just thought it looked good. But the one I thought that looked really good is in this Retro Racers series, this Glory Chaser. This thing looks really cool for a little fantasy casting. An homage to the glorious race cars of the 50s and 60s. This classic would fit right in at the mile, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Le Mans race competition. The Mille Migla. My racing knowledge is not good. You guys know that. So I thought this was a really cool looking little car, and that's why I grabbed it. It's just neat. Yeah, it's a fantasy car, but whatever. It looks cool. So I picked it up. Big deal. All right. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. So we had Greenlight, we had Hot Wheels, we had Matchbox, and we had one lowly Majorette Deluxe. I don't know. What's the Model E episode for you? For me, it's kind of this Majorette Deluxe, just because it's more interesting than any of the others, just because I don't have a single one of these particular line in my collection, and now I do, which is cool. Some of the Greenlight stuff's cool, of course. Especially this particular one. That's pretty awesome. And then, the basic Hot Wheels are cool. The Matchbox is cool. Everything's cool, man. So, collect what you like. The old mantra. And I like too much stuff. So that's how she goes. All right. Thank you guys again for watching another lengthy episode of Diecast Weekly. Check me out on the next one. Check out the playlist for more. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Do all that stuff. That's great. That's great, and I thank you for it. All right. Have yourself a good day.